so nkron and also inflation no say the what free na wadru 31.7%. na just on nemu a Ghana inflation kwa bramwa on nemu a wo kura
I don't know what this report in the buy so Ghana Statistical Service says say inflation no over the food baskets.
Okay.
Now we share the specific a year a niema a womua. Okay. Some food commodities no be no inflation no a cost. Now if you talk about a year alcoholic beverages.
Okay.
And say ye Tony idea no
comfort to tonum
no and no kwa inflation no 56%.
Ne boy the omunya
that is according to the Ghana Statistical Service. Ebo na aye den kwabna it comes with so many factors. Enti ye betu ebo ase na yachu. And then offer aduane bi te say amane.
Okay.
And nama ye wie amane. They say wo ko dwa so a amane ho inflation and so akotro. Okay.
Kwame was it near ye producing locally no and no 30.9
okay
the ye import no 33.9 and wama examples so also oils and fats
okay
anwa 67% watch it fish any other seafood 42.9%
okay
ensure common water inflation 42.4%. Kwame Appiah first ram ton 3 cedi na no me kwa ma me say 11 cedi. Eti papa na kan kure. Na cereal products emo cereal no wheat ne nabusuafo no ne eburo no ne ade no. Kwame no so percentage a wode ma no ha no so 40.0%. America yedie eni kosua yate wa tibom abeti kosua na Kwame de salad kakra gumu aka gumu ana cheche o eno so 39.7%. Aduaba fruit yedie any vegetable Kwame metapa apple pa eno so any fruit juice no 37.7%. Live animals ze kwota pontia beku no ana se bia na wayi ne yam ade akyekere yam ta pepa ana se bia obepa nwuram nam enam eno so inflation 34.5%. Kwame esikire eno de mentani but nko fope de ene de friend no dessert no Kwame dessert e papa ko fa be de wako dessert wako ka asemu o lady bi on the boy bi call golden tulip na you say say obi kan e re bi oteni check kan we hu adekro and ofre you know say yes but attendant mami dessert ni bi sai how do say Baba no say 32.7%.
Okay.
Dessert keke ya didi ameni ya dia guso no eno so ekosoro and was say ya record inflation rate higher than the food inflation rate 32.3%.
Okay.
And Kwame na say between June 2022 July 2022 no and inflation to so percentage abeka ho amana kosoro no 3.1% and at sebeka ka na uko regions na Kwame no so wakyerechirem kakra Eastern region and a record high inflation rate 38.1%.
Okay.
Western region Kwame ho and Greater Accra ga baby akoso nya kwa no matie 37.6%. And Western region 37.6% and Greater Accra at 35.5%. There's a Eastern region the lead na Western region aba na enkran so aba enti na just yebedi nkran do kono no a twimoko kakra na ekwe Kwame and Upper West and nya the lowest inflation rate 15.7%. How dey ye enti wa office Western region, Eastern region, Greater Accra. Wait me a migrate. Now Akotena powers. How do you buy fufu ya?
My yam breaking it down. Inflation no. You can inflation now. It talks about a lot, okay? And I think so no. And yema esisi where a country ni mono. Bebre na no eboda on that. I want to beba na se obia be I want to no bottom and ani fear. Sani me nyina no account minim so mo bo eye flash so pan
o ma bobo ni nyina how say na me bobo ko na we say
to boss you be specifics no say see aye ka say pan one anka first no one loaf o turn 5 cedis no and ram ko tobi ka be dim ne bo 9 cedis
okay 5 cedis
pan one loaf normal butter
size no kese
Kessben. Normal better blood now. Blood. I mean, can I woman see?
I got your bread, you'll be a Mama Kwame Sana.
I got your normal better blood.
Walk up water.
Oh,
I could say there were sizes and Tibi or Benya size.
A chrome had the minims a pan,
men a top pano, 80 minutes.
Men are Makoto pano and
baby. I tell you,
make a dear watcher. Make a dear natural to boise. Bread are you do crumano, bread, pan on you do crumano, okay? Apart from your friends and don't you for the before. I mean, him say, and on the size, you know,
and no face 15 to just say,
but and on the size, you know, a bit above the normal size of bread that you name.
Yeah.
And the Okomosa, Ubenya, Akisia pan, and on it's almost 20 cities as the Ekano. I'm talking about the normal size of bread.
30.
Okay, the normal size of bread. Normal, your friend is saying, butter bread. I will call ordinary provision shop we featuring
normal size.
And opa ubon se cars no more to we normal baby and no mikotobi. It was 9 Ghana cedis. I put your tea, Miss Endra, Kotobi, 9 Ghana cedis. Se wo pe kese na ete se be foster ene de to no more ne de I know na kwamna ka ho asem cho
Kwame mo ni business ni na to bi o mo mutie
no, I'm just telling you now Ghana State Car Service e ka say even amane okay amane bo ayede akosoro okay now the reason is that edra na metie Ghana State Car Service for wo mo say kenke na kwamna wo boss no kenke de bo no ayede. Okay.
Na man so atete o monsa so.
E man atete o monsa so. People are unable to buy the gakinki and cry kinki. Womuntimi nto. Okay? So womuntimi to nso a, womuntimi nto fish no enga.
Yes, you do me o monitor.
Because right now no crofo here the packages. Enti womuntimi to kinki ne kra no a, womuntimi nto fish ne nyeden emfa nka ho. Now amane is considered as a hiafo nyina anam. Okay, it's yen here for the Yanam. Say no because and Crawford to a good yaman in so born I don't know one. Then you come to say beverages. Alcohol.
Yes.
Ubi any Gia or no, sir.
Bakubi and Uncle Fobita to 30 cities. And Ramukobi say 55.
Okay, alcohol. And the alcohol no, I go to Bamiana Mabaso. Alcohol bo cost. Okay, the explanation to alcohol board and they say, "O my ni moya de no enkrofo tu egusu a wo mo nom ne mo." Said the beya wo mo be sort your problems out. And only one. And 2, we are made to understand say beverage companies now a producing alcoholic beverages, no. Now so it seems that raw materials, you know, they are not getting it to the far extent that we here.
Yeah.
Okay, so what it happens is that they say I'm a shortage. And Sandy Bebre hold on my shortage our system name. Now they cannot tell say companies names what said that no more hoarding, you more producing that no our warehouse and your factories. Said the little ones are a one market nimono, okay? A lot of people will compete for it. Now inflation no whether as a result of your friend is saying plenty money chasing fewer goods. Okay. And these are some of the things ACC. It becomes very obvious. Say Sanyama we nyina no eka ho e contribute ana makro mayede. I was there now person
dia na me person make an
okay. Mane John Foster ending komo bra. My name is Mr. Jahoni Komo Emra, head of pricing unit at the Ghana State Car Service. Na yendi sa nkombo no eye. Womo na ndra womo announce sa inflation here. Say generally what can your money egu basket ni mu ni nyina no aba bedu 31.7. Mr. Jahoni, good morning. Empombo ko there.
Obada du mo na also
erade de yenko ache. Na GSS mo ho to say
no, definitely.
Okay. There's a prophecy and can't jump some more expose a buy no. As a mona more try buying this or money more, I buy an casa di oh,
on the contrary, I buy because but you bet you be any president quacker. Although when you say times are hard. Yeah, one laboratory technicians. Into the Yareba hospital, you chew Muja, you know. Any come out with the doctor no went to It's yes, we are supposed to be a car that the young betray.
Okay, but then more catchers who find the aggregate of the food basket. Inflation hit 31.7%. Some of the specific items are mobile so no and no pay ye DB home echo more. Now, a DNT Amasa day air rising.
You, Ofia, your basket, number years to Ghana, mostly no, say transport fares, echo sra. Once to say food stuff in a coffee village in the market center. It never look far or the best car. The car board now, near charging a higher, also bar, no two. And I've been so hard to say, and it is not more calm and
yes.
Nippon being near premise floor, no, they are called fishing. Now, say, I'm saying, I say, some discussion concerning shortage of premise floor.
Okay.
And the next thing, so, since you know, once Costa coming at the Yomo Festival around June, July, now it's about the number the ban at the bar. And a buying council policy by a friend of close season to allow a number to reproduce. It is sad to agree now that it was production at low, no. Kaka for the market take advantage, no demand and supply policy. Now I don't want to increase prices. It is something that come to play, and some has a food staff and a food winner, a cost so, and they non food no, and it's a DA global dynamics. And the money will be a craft of money. It is a man on the air cost of America, Korea, Matikano, or Mohondra Saha. If you want to buy and the effect of the estate wind, so air affect, it won't mean that they in Captain Manama a cost.
Okay, very well. But I didn't hear things like alcoholic beverage. Nebuno echo.
Also, a production. It's one of the input costs. And Yama Omodi extra transformatory produce just alcoholic beverage. No, it do Homoka. Jomokano, as I said, is affected by the global dynamics. If you a country in Ukraine, a host number of also imported inflation. And no bounce dollar and CDS within so and also a canto. It will be some more modeling into the sales of alcohol beverages. But no common po. Quite nice. We are short to every the increasing prices. No, these are the dynamics, the input cost, and Amma and Nemano because the input cost depends on the importation. The global dynamics are not favorable. Estimate within so a canto. We are good time and I say no complaining.
Yes. Okay. And I want to speak the language of the street people. One more yes, Sijafua, one more Ewo street in the Sono. And can no nanka pan you try one city bound. They say one city in tribute. I want no boy a yedding.
So last Mr. Kotopan we could do my information. I'm not a pan or test this though. If you pan no dear no a year and you be they did kind say far no modi and one say no money wa to be a fit ye car. And no man no modi sugar those other inputs on modi mix it plan who be so more I'm not gonna say all those things are costly because they import most of them. It's a global dynamic and I think I affect here greatly. And the global dynamics. So now, if you see now, beer bread, and America, all my American.
Are we not getting the flour in good supply? Affecting production because ordinarily, no bread there and can say buono cheap. They say one cedi crown in tray, 2 cedi na you betray the amount. At the same can no 1 cedi are trying to pay the amount. So what are the consequences? It means the ordinary person on the street, ebe sofa and sakra no wetimi anya aduane obedi in a day.
Unfortunately, and I work ordinary people never break a car, but the empire bonnie say see a year harvest the money and the dear nema abine the to criminal Nina at the year pay you are and TBI high, but as you rightly said, what is happening here in the rest of a car.
I see. And see, when the general implication no ebeye day, the average Ghanaian trader now will know what you want. When you sign your may at the ordinary Ghanaian, no. They say no send as you know, you see for boy about you.
Yo, perimeter sepa. You should say the inflation be to the account and person account. The idea and Nikosane inflation 31.7%. But you see, you keep your boy and your man back. In me and first, me so na trust English breakfast. Me bread, me cheese, me fried egg. And I say now, and me grapes. And I never know na boko sweet. It's my sister Maakye, and I say me sorry, na me Kobe, na my man face CB, na my team control bread. And no kana on the womb. If you na me bread, could me fufu bi, and you na me konko tebi. It is a show. He said this item to say bread here, okay, grapes, coso. They may give pawpaw, they may give a couture, yendi a pear. And then my SIA, we can come back to this foreign taste. It is a sister, lifestyle and our taste. That's all that we are trying to point out. You have the option. So you need to vary, and then set tax na me fan and the back also, and the time I me fan control. That's the essence of what we are trying to drive at.
Okay. All right. Right now, Mammy, no, I see. I don't pay. Okay, and therefore, so I say, and the head of price unit at the Ghana State Car Service, and in the deal commode. But, come as I say, the name more tight. They say no, one more. Okay, my back was here. One more talk, one more per bread, you know. As they say, I call you difficult. Will be a sending. There we go.
Abanti bi owa or yere
okay
or girls nyage kura girls the same person onum cigarette the same person or sanomonsa or say you suka I mean we say expenditure we are not as a wo de na bi economy ni kono onya wade so beti etu wa ware anu atena yere ho ane afutu ya de we free consultation
okay
se won ware na se usumo ndware ba ko na wo anu afa ba ko se krobia na onum 5 wa e say utimi obi wa ha oteso a hangover beti no ebe ya asem na bia afa no 1 bottle se ebia Kwame opekosua ache na ukọ na wote 5 wa oso wote so na wote kosua no 1 se bia wo de oye nipa bia da bia wan di fried rice otena ntena Kwame na se ukọ na 30 cd na na toji dinner miguso a na de about 20 iko Kwame system na ekọ sese eno a na me hwe BBC
Arablan blend for nas that was happen me
eno na me hwe BBC Kwame unim se Joe Biden na your friend Joe Biden onko baby ewo US omo villages ni bi na omo huru no America for no owura baby mti so omo huru tell your husband the gas is expensive tell your husband America kura na kwa omo huru Joe Biden president yiri number bi se nke bia African president na yiri number bi Joe Biden no omu huru no tell your husband things are expensive tell your husband Kwame akwa ye ewiase yare but me de kuroma na Kwame eno am observation bi ebi mo so hadwen kuma se ba bi ho akoko 50 pesos be nyabi ba Kwame nkra ha
ento koko 1 cedi
koko 2 cedi 50 pesos 2 cedi kuroma 2 cedi ni kuroma be ma no be sa tere ba ko pe no kura no uti anye ya ukodu fia
gamra to ko kura boy
udi ana boy yam ena Kwame ye nipa ni bi nso so e de esuba afra Kwame ebi de esuba afra
de
what is yes ye to tony mem te say de nka Kessben ye kra no pay a ne oye 2 cd o de dada no ono de ko 3 cd ne ye 3 cd no no de ko 4 cd enti ebi mu ho a deliberate omwa boapa ukoka ho asa Kwame store bo ho mienu utini yo omu nyina ton kwala baby's diaper and omu nyina ton tiwo the same brand na se we de ne dia je 15 cds
agosia kwara me ba me ntwa agosia so se me kan sem na ogige ma no a etiefo no benya problem ekofo na asha se de messages ne ba ne se
no a de ba no wato pa no na wato
de ba se bread na me no a me koto no 9 cd ne kura ne boofo se na 10 cds kuma se fo ni bebra start se de messages enti me kan sem na agige ma no a etiefo no benya problem o to pa no wa me boita na to pa no
me cook me koto bread 5 cedis 5 cedis power no estate butter bread And he said, well, we got you dry. Very nice one. Butter bread, bell pano. Come on, me my tea bread was for some time to say tea bread. Yeah, 60 grand. Mammy Kasai. Am I impression him and quiet to say, we could have 5 CD crowd, we nyapan on to, and yes, I know. Say, and na a coco case, baby. Yet, yet on ye my yes, yes, to buy a kahumbi. And cry, say, cry, me top pano, me top 5 cities, me yabi. And a pano na a nice city, no size na as so come. Me my tea bread was swasia for over 2 years to cry. Say tea bread, I'm a pano as was in an ahima or bopano, no pano 6 cities, a tea bread, no.
Okay, I was just a quick one. Marinia Jumawe, now there's a breaking news. Maybe mess about. So there's a breaking news in Kumasi, and Crawford advertising, yes, weekend. Alan Chamatin supporters ebeye work bi ewo Kumasi edru me so work na entia ye nya ne say party no call it off that particular work and kebeba weekend ewo Kumasi. Mamene lawyer Henry Nana Boache eni nkomo national organizer of the NPP. Nana be good morning. Hello Nana. Nana to make a good morning.
Me tonka good morning minia. Na
empomo boko de council.
Yeah, Chedi Ampon, Yamiada Roma, Bia the Dean, and Jawon, so I took country there nice and who's it? Yamiada Roma, Asran Kwan was at the Mania.
I did the encourage that's a congratulations, so it's in order.
Medassi.
Now, Eddie here, and Crawford advertisement here up to this time. Weekend, the Ochinanko and Edru. Now, work, you know, party issue directive say, one more chemo, Ewo Kumasi.
Medassi. Yedi kan mamen kase yekumi mu yentimi nkase yetwem ne mum ye kan se omo a omo de san hyehyeye no omo na ye omo kai hu se national the code of conduct aba code of conduct na nye no an ye de ba be ye ne program bi nti na bia ye de aba da bi.
Okay.
So the code of conduct by 27th of July 2001. 27th of July 2001. Now, the General Secretary, Justin Frimpong, could you issue statement? In the steps are referencing one of our regional chairpersons. And was said, the code of conduct is still in place. And the Bushyaminka was said, National Council, in the absence of conference, is the highest decision-making body of the party in our constitution. Now, my main point is our portion of conduct, and so
okay.
Now, I can say, conduct, OSHA 1C, or some members, supporters, sympathizers of the party at all levels. Shall not initiate early gatherings camouflaged as activities or meetings which has the intent of promoting the interest of a prospective presidential parliamentary candidate. Message Mubium. Some members, supporters, sympathizers of the party, all levels, shall not initiate early gatherings camouflaged as activities or means which has the tendency of promoting the interest of a prospective presidential or parliamentary candidate. The more say we a party member, we a party neighbor. Say party no so when in a jehu into we a supporter, what are you? Na sa party no empokwa no yensusu ye ne ya adwem ne ye nyama aye no woni dia no ntini yetu anamo bia woni yetu na ye so wo ye sympathize wa wo ka ho bia no untimi enhihye dwumada a edi nipa ebo chenku edi nipa eba together na sa dwuma wo die no so no udi ama obi bia owo ni so ade hu se person be ye presidential candidate it mean the code of conduct is clear. Now, Usai a statement that was released on 27th of July. No?
Yeah.
And on that, it was issued Tuesday, 27th of July, 2021. It was signed by the former General Secretary John Bodu. Or say, as part of the Code of Conduct, say, for avoidance of doubt, prospective presidential or parliamentary candidates shall be held responsible for the actions or inactions of any group or persons identified as supporters of a particular candidate, which are in flagrant breach of this code of conduct. If the prospective candidate is explicitly or implicitly lending support or condoning or not publicly denouncing the activities of any such persons or persons. Yes, I say the one who know opinion we respective presidential candidate. So when you say a nipamu chinku what it have for and now campaign members or more do chinku be not a code of conduct ebra Indian nations are. I should hear that also say unsono ubakata when ni enji sa medio mudi no.
Okay.
Dem pokra no. And you make us say, yeah, dear, to me, cry say, because I'm calling off. Nemo, yeah, on my dream, as you say, you will code of conduct, a young national council at the buy. Now, say, almost focus on normal, yeah, may be harming their own prospective presidential candidate.
Okay.
Any part would say, you man, tell the banana, one. But here, mum, dear, and the bayard is ready. Say, baby, I grew. To be a party in Shebeba. We will have a long period of time to campaign. Look, we are going to make sure that the timetable will be designed. There will be long period enough for everybody to campaign. And here a party near Yamutia. Because you better now be say be a Mrano, Yamana near Jumentino. Na ebi openi na kuma ento de yim ye pese be wie na ye be yi nipa ba ko anu no ye kandifo ene ye franka before no na obi bia de akoma pa obi bia de gie ene nkabom ne de atare nipa nachi na ye de akoko break the 8. So we are doing this in the interest of the party.
Nana monim the organizers behind this work ana.
Oh, no, you will not want to mention names.
Okay.
But you engage Binum. Now, you best say, we are not going to mention any names, but they know themselves. And you yourself, why wouldn't you say it's been a mobilization now, of course? Now, you feel say, a brother general to this statement number last week. Now, our thinking was that it was going to be called about that the publicity. And we are more or more activity more. That is why we are coming back. In the end, they do not forget, say, party will constitution. We know a national council and a woman and the party will activate the disciplinary procedures against any such person. And yet, the council says, Openina, Omufis, Omoyano, Open Nebium Behana.
Nana, me John, pay, but some about the men of the studio, they didn't come on.
Wadaruma, Mumfamense, Yamiadman this week, you better call Kumasa, Tina, Yebedi Jumedi, and the regional secretaries, Bishia, and communicators, college Bishia, Mivia, Yabako. Islamic Thanksgivings Kumasi Central Mosque. Ne memle dano your activities lined up. I can and the question dance on your day a year Thanksgiving service a beshisha so. Enti you made the Yamdum meeting everyone ma next week. Minia ma please inform me. Okay. Ashibibi Yamiadman next week.
Okay. Marina was here no pay. Thank you. Lawyer Henry watching the commoner, the national organizer of the NPP. And Drew was held to work or no party for this woman national executives. Party for this woman winning your party event. When you more free say patemu yenyina no yemo aboa ho na chese yenyina no yemra mejinem na chese yenyina no yentimi nye na aduro so health work no entimi mra so na 11th anka me anasa dwumadi no ebeba so but mame nko Solomon no wusu wono your friend Alanche Martin campaign team a sympathizer and supporter of Alanche Martin, one for that matter menim so a part of the organizers there. So good morning to say
morning video speaker yo
na sa work here do so no na mo organizer na
abio jom form man ordinary for so momode oral jama no betre trafo taxi driver for equia for a teacher for a nurse for just a footballer ne one more form for
Ose so lo se ma for
a form for one more a what form no omna so person nante e dey actually bibi
but party so a directive party so a code of conduct govern will be here more here one more advice mo says I work munya any sort of worker is seeking to project a particular candidate ahead of time party officially be nomination near the no mo code of conduct frown that and it is advisable to party supporters and sympathizers say mo betimi giants here to say in case one kasa kra no interest apesu kobia wo mo sanje mo semunyai
ba diri bele kasa
ye ne national organizers yeah
no so ko national organizers and your friends of na bi no mo ye work no na etia ena
pasa no mo be nomination na campaign asas here right
ti di also ti ase de say party ni mra no en ko ba won mo e wo dwom for these are not identifiable groups e wo MPP emre bia so ni wo Ghana ha e tire so obi ntimi nante no bi ko tire na mo to se me ba tire ko o ma so ready Kessben. It has nothing to do with the party structure and formal and you former and you come and you create for no and you school for no and you want them one year almost homeless and it has nothing to do with the party.
Yes, but even so no solo womo nyina na ye supporters or better still no womo ye sympathy obia woni NPP kwan ya womo faso ye omo niema kwan ya womo faso ye omo say ekoben kromo samra no egave and they are telling you say code of conduct and all these processes no frown on this. It is better say mo be about particular worky until so officially party no ebe open nomination must such event and acts no ebe to me take place and you are saying say emrano and government but rather party structures
no crowd woman is no pay and check when you say about 1292 and it is now from America close to 300 sheep members as so mo pa on wa kanante e ka wana sai don form no mo central market market I go to say the mere fact say we are part of something say obi to me nante say yeah no we the youth wing and now wait and also flag better be constructive flag better be out and but the me organize it yeah then you have a way of saying no we talk what on here on contrary no yeah me especially the national organizer no say odo go about so say party me ba ya ase me o mabi e ko from union phobia I cannot party no and Kenya that is the angle the national organizer must be
Kessben 92.9
now we what's your control the subject that is this has nothing to do with the party structure and ordinary people you for no so woman the piano woman say woman never go nante and your party
and mo be person mo be go contrary to sir directive and what mo conduct anymore na later on no probably to say active candidate no ebetimi akwati no in terms of the future say National Council echo take decision say what Kwatia party not yet disqualifiable. Yeah, ma kwan no my own contest here. Would the party supporters and sympathizers are almost kick on who bomi be very happy with the intent in tia one more days are working.
First of all, me and KSS Basso, and manage and critique pressure via walk on no Basso, a form for the home work. That's the first point. Number two, me no cafe party meal nomination as will be a prospective aspirant. Yeah, me no cafe one idea is about the party in the BBA. Party in the nomination will be a wow, yeah, as you speak. And I made more reference to say, you can also organize no. Then young nomination, but no offense of Ghana B. And that's what I'm saying. You cannot prevent ordinary person and women and ranch here. Almost year, almost how are you going to social people? And the market social of payment, more than 1,000 NDC members. So, before there's a 300 and you fall about close to 10,000. That's all, Nante. Farmers group close to 1,003. That's all, unless you want to teach for
it is solo if that is the argument. It didn't hear Alan Kojo Chamatin Funi and the dad of the India.
Alan Kojo Chamatin, our minister, another one. This is what we are mayor, and I said, nomination will be what the Amazon said was also about the president Kuma. And that's what is also and I said, not the chance of you so picture, baby. And maybe tell the picture will be any or in anti. Many days. Why are public area for us? Walk as every obi Mr. Trigger or picture, and will be looking away, media on him, so on anti, and never no one a flout.
Yes, but doesn't it defeat the purpose? What argument are we? What chef flyer and so now share writings are and what flyer and so on. A Drew also held to work. They are lunch Martin Fonyi at their tuso and a more advertising. Now mobile health screening, mobile eye screening. Any the kika kahunina. Amuye yano, mudi endogo at their two hornomo. And it doesn't defeat the purpose per the communication. A flyer, yeah, what they advertisement is so doesn't it defeat the purpose?
I want more else than I get, you know. One more mechanical says to be one and I do such as I because
I bet me actually more.
Health, maybe I watch a preventive so you should do so. I don't have screening. I have almost organized that boy also far, don't form man on the driver for me. Someone who said, go for me, for me, he has a best video. I show up from a thing. I don't have any here. I can be a walker, be a boy, and MVP, and function. I am a question, not party, the most young one for. Oh, people so connected and anti. What's to be? I know what organize it. I don't organize the party. Another one was what this schedule. And there was some, you fear some, no, and no papa, and go on.
It is solo. We are just looking at a more information. Modia to abonte any communication. I'm organizers of this particular work also when you organizer, but I'm saying there is a team one from Tin Allen, okay, in collaboration with a particular medical center and our facility are more are coming together working in this particular work. Now if you put all these things together, now we catch them a particular work is not in the interest of Alan Martin, and then again going contrary to what the party is saying. How do you just oppose the two?
No problem with it, maybe should do 4 months that for the 790s. If India, I will be so one natural picture. Oral and Chama, so big. Or you cannot interview. You come on. Anna, obviously, I know a parliamentarians. They are even bold enough. Oh, yeah, nomination. They are bold enough to declare as president. No, we have not even done that. We have not said so. When the official of Kwako Nati, when Kato Granalio, or the TV, or Makoya health screening, I didn't hear more Mabasu. I didn't hear more Mabasu. Here came press to say, a church in any case, party of the nomination. Party nomination. Yama on one of where they did on Sunday. Climate free, the one man attacks if one said, or they are ready to walk.
Okay.
All right. And you know, in the other level, and yes,
okay. The ordinary people. Solomon Owusu, thank you very much. I don't pay me that's it. And to Solomon Owusu and a menino Edin Komono. Yenti wait for just 2 minutes, but I'm not enough from so just 2 minutes because Chairman drew her. Now,
two kittens, yes. Party activity. Yes. Games were count. Mekaipa, J. and in another. Kojo so free said, I went down the baby quay. Estatis our conversation. Okay, can someone send another to Hichi Mukura MPP4 Edinebeko. Mekaipa, Nanado from Kofo time, Ebe Riana, or send another bano. That is sometimes a political strategy. To share team now, or organizer, there no Team Island Group and the Kanka Hua. Idea on the Kenyan Alan Kojotre Martin supporters. Now, Mama Alan who say a Drunoso. A political strategy, but far from the national executive, the Abano. So Alan team not teaming. Kwame. Then I know Kessben so be open at the eye that the man Kwame in there.
Okay, but just 2 minutes. Not very.
I don't have to talk. I have a lot to talk about, including the inflation. You know, Kwame, the inflation as you see. Na me year calculation bi wa say 1993 the inflation was 24%. Ye change government, the inflation by 40.24%. Then 2008 ye change government there 12%, right? And then 2012 by 11%. By 2008 no 9-10 on your court the single digit for the first time in the history of this country. That's a Dr. Kwame former time. Then the 2016 reversed by 17.5%, 2020 9.89%, and 2022 about 31%. I mean, you see how we calculate inflation in the country. You understand? Yeah. The food basket, you want no maybe has an automatically affected the inflation. So we be to say hardwares are a down no money car no and it's out of sometimes no and then the pado do than the wisika and electrical gadgets and appliances and depending on the wisika mokoto plasma TV and LED TV. It is a honor board cost requirement and reflect papa with the inflation. But Kwame, you could be to say alcoholic soft drink beverages and normal kitty no start to say a cost and not affect inflation because nipado to ne consuming and that's what patronizing that product. And also, you understand? It is about affect inflation. It is Kwame be some was Sir, you know, affect inflation is here. Alcoholic beverages this are normal. Your raw material and all this stuff now. And yet, me some abesi neya. Alcohol fast a problem.
Okay, all right. Johnny alive. There was a DSTV. So 64 DSTV. We used to go TV at channel 173. So we are live on Facebook at Kessben TV and at Kessben 92.9. Chairman of Swampo for a national chairman of the NDC. I don't pay what's nasi. I'm a chairman actually. Na memano akwaba. It's been a very long time. Chairman, Maakye.
Yeah.
Na empomo boko there.
I'm not dumb and the mumpai went here.
Party what to say?
Party there. Na ho den ejina ho pinti.
Okay.
Ni omune say na odi kan no. Ya shas elections. Na your party no ne fapem kese pa ene your branch your branches your constitution no describe branch as co-terminals to a polling station.
Okay.
Nti baby a polling box for a unit
on its own.
On its own.
Okay.
That is how I describe a branch. This year, I know because the electoral commission for about 40,000 branches across. In the third this is almost in about 40,000 all over the place. Into who say a juma effort come. Na need kind of member party abaso from the national executives, regional executives, because constituency, any branch executives in say so far. The monitor say in Yama Ekoye.
Okay.
You decline your first phase, the five regions. For the purposes of a unity, you can say not 5 regions. Upper West, Upper East, Savannah region, Northeast, and Upper East. You decline the no, and after about the second phase, yes, Central, Western, Western North, Bono East, Bono I have, and they voter region Greater Accra. So you go so almost so. We are the final phase, about 2 critical regions. MIM for election 2024. No, Ashanti and Eastern region.
Okay.
I said to my side, especially.
And MIN is that?
For strategic reasons.
Okay.
Kessben. Party no yɛhyehyɛ mu ne adeɛ nyinaa no yɛhu sɛ some focus should be concentrate on those regions na wɔ hɔ no so ɛna police stations no dɔɔso nti yɛmixi ne anhwɛ na akɔha green kakra nti na yɛayɛ no faces no yɛwɔ pick those 2 regions na wɔhwɛ the number of constituencies so more 47 for Ashanti region and 31 for and constitute nearly about 2/3, 1/3 of the number of president constituencies now or my receive.
Okay.
The
Eastern region 33, Ashanti region 47. At least.
Yeah. And here in pass better your boss na ye to about we no ya near Port of Kessben your friend retreat na ye no ya ko analyze a party no ahoden amadi edi onum say the last election no ye de adwuma ye in pefie say we never lost that election
in 2020
we never lost, but eventually no unanimous 7 ekasa intina say ya kanom pembe including flag bearer in the last election and former president John Mahama. I can say elections are won at the polling stations.
Okay.
Yeah, you said this time no tasim bi ani until let's settle the matter at the polling station. It is opposite we see them be na a dan foundation no and a beche kwan dan no bit I will stand shock
test of time
near me busy foundation party no the branches.
Okay.
And the Yama branches near very strong. You who say a baby a crowd corner branches in Bioha. Now a niho Nipan the Kotoa Basia. Obi person winning the elections.
Yeah, especially primaries.
Now, of course, it didn't know the above gum. Ebeko baby na obi to say be a greater Accra region Cassia. Yanshada nim nipa no obi anim obi ahoe obi wan to oboasia obi ho na owo one constituency on ha kofa nipa bi afri another constituency na also over na one ba register na ye do mo akoto aba na nipa na we ni anya na executive position ebedu da ye to aba no ono so san so oto aba o different constituency and a different polling station you know na nka wo hia na so obetena saa ba bia oye executive no
okay e won branch no
but still me koto aba aba koto so na line e wo hot tintin enti wo beto aba no be wi obeba o me na na ebesi no na asi enti no ye nhihye no mu ne say obama wa you must be a registered voter in that polling branch no say na be ya on election day no You'll be available there to vote. You'll be available to monitor. You'll be available there to mobilize.
Okay.
And then to call GOTV. And yet, Namachro, GOTV, GOTV, get out the voters.
Okay.
Because on election day, you need to put in an important team on GOTV, on I'm mobilizing culture.
Okay.
And that is what has informed in decisions. Yanto was now branches at a go nationwide. The share boss under my leadership. You have more than say you have my focus near our branches.
Okay.
The I can say you have more national of African regional officers near more back a year branch no one barber supervisor.
Okay.
You started years so vets are near the vet in near who say one way party man Casana one there to say amazing. The first time in the history of our party, it will be per polling station executive and a branch executive. You have
national officer
national officers a team.
Okay.
It has never happened. But a team. Also. You were monitoring teams. My national officers, my bomb now, Basso. Sacrifice an for almost about 1 month. Will be on 9 field.
Okay.
Almost free one region. Now I'm across to another region. Now I'm monitoring. Now baby I'm better than na chese eduma suno party ma national officers and you were other volunteers. You were personal forum for you were kids and you were other people are one would do one who see what say one bebo na almost sacrifice for surgery way.
Okay.
When you me bon abaso nra na me na lawyer panyi pa or your monitoring the region frame say omo branches be where the dome ho na there are some challenges are more resolve. I'm say hey adwuma way lawyer kukudam ni we free the chamber eko and branches boa party inti that is the extent to which yen reorganization no ekoso ye worry shim say your timetable la yamma say by August ending we no na ya wie and branch elections no with me ayeduma na by September yet me to near constituency conferences near constituency executive members na by our timetable no by October no yet me regional conferences
now October this year
na by November national congress new national officers on best year party no, for the next 4 years.
Interesting. A friend was joining near a higher Kessben 92.9. In the Asante region, one more 80 on 93.3, and I think across the country, one more used to DSTV, Go TV, and the Guitar TV, and so air show. But you remember national issues in the Sony share the issue about hardship, inflation, and Ghana Statistical Service for the by Mutekon and the alternative views are more moved to say a buying at the Juma a bebo a reshuffle honsem so ewo. But there is a current pressing issue. Ghana Nibia no person muntias. You may read a lot of articles, but monitor a lot of interviews. Why the CI, Electoral Commission, I hear the Akoto point. What is in that particular CI? I catch more attention so much. I must start to say more views. And it's more good stance are more against that particular proposal. No, and they told you what are the deeds the CI among Salka?
Yo, Nidikano, for 1992. Yashia Kamega Mamu. Kessben. Yet, Kessben. Easy no. Nebota ne say, the constitution ne say, wamuna, wamu ehwe abatwas. Nti omo responsibility ne say on betro amount for dim. Na omotimenya tumi na mo de akwakoto aba.
Okay.
So here 92 for no kra na ehya say ye to aba na. Sabre na okwa e church odin te say na din o register mu no. O photo bi e mo bibia ni. Nti okwa na okohwe odin ye take ya na wakɔ akɔwura polling booth mu akɔ akɔto aba saa time kwa no yɛ de opaque ballot box a kyerɛ sɛ two musum wonim ne ɛwɔ wokɔ a na de akɔ akɔyɛ ne yɛpagya ndua box no ne yɛhwie agu ɛna yɛkɔ through a number of electoral reforms yɛkɔdu baabi afei de yɛde register a photo boom saa time kwa na black and white photos and yɛde yɛ yɛdu baabi na amanfoɔ hu sɛ black and white na ɛtɔ bi a wobɛ printi register no kwa tuo bom nti wohwɛ nipa no anim akasa na identification no ɛyɛ de kakra ɛma nti yɛde color photo ɛbaeɛ na yɛde ɛno ɛyɛ adwuma akyiri a na akwa akɔdu baabi a yɛde abɛɛfo de ɛbaeɛ a yɛfrɛ no ɛyɛ biometric registration ɛbaeɛ nti wobɛhwɛ a wobu sɛ for every electoral cycle biara no yɛtry sɛ
reforms
a reform ama atumi anya gyidie ɛwɔ saa nneɛma no ɛdu baabi a electoral commission for ɛde saa voter ID card ɛba no ɔmo yɛwi breeder document sɛ bia wopɛ sɛ wokɔyɛ passport na wokɔyɛ no ɛwonya birth certificate birth certificate no ɛna ma wo kwan sɛ yɛkyerɛ sɛ woyɛ Ghana ne ne yɛgyina so ne yɛ passport mo in the last election no mmerɛ a ɔde si ne baeɛ no ɛm sɛ controversies bebree kɔbaeɛ ɔmo yɛ sɛ wokuta birth certificate a yɛnyɛ ɛma yɛraise a lot of objections sɛ also the passport ɛbɛyɛ a friend say
source
of identification
for registration
na ukuta birth certificate na ɛwɔ passport no wo say no de on recognize it but passport na the main foundation a yɛde yɛ no ɛyɛ onipa no birth certificate no de obey accept it was very surprising say Supreme Court ɛbɛ no mko produce a issue no ABC na no megide say there is one very bizarre ruling Supreme Court ama the ruling Kessben on the birth certificate and the passport issue. Be that is made, electoral commission for Ekachere and say, sa registration now omo a year before the 2020 elections. A year the final registration omo one year mass registration bill.
Okay.
Omo crowd my assurance say you should a friend and say facial recognition.
Yes.
On the card no more you can use it emfa doubt to be a emfama nti you not to mu say well if that is the case let's go into the elections for it election will be ending in soon transfer by we ended up at the Supreme Court the free Supreme Court no by and na yen as a trans can say and be a better about we be no electoral reforms in fact in the 2012 Supreme Court election challenge na MPP for a challenge John Mahama's legitimacy as a president. When we use a number of directives to the Emma is in Ankasa internal reform won't be to me as a senior or more area. Unfortunately, for 2020
petition
Supreme Court for no any express directives be say national electoral reforms in here as a party you can say reforms now electoral commission for every reform beba no political parties no and a generative reform agenda na civil society for ababisum na electoral commission you recall say even the issue of biometric registration, a MPP, and a started agenda for biometric registration. And normally, and as well. If that's something that will assist all of us, into most of the electoral reforms are here from ballot box to transparent ballot box. From register without pictures to voter registers with pictures, from voters register with white to voter register with color photograph. Me are dealing now as a result of political parties. No, one more input any Just setting, if you want to use that word. In policy making process, a friend agenda, a certain agenda.
Okay.
Enti says, Anete dia, yen so no ye of proposals at the ACO. And one of the proposals I can say, Electoral Commission IPAC 94, and ye G IPAC arrangement too.
Okay.
The history behind IPAC, say, in 1992, when the found because there are a lot of young people they say more education because they almost knew the antecedent
of the IPAC.
Until Southern MPP for boycott to parliamentary elections. In 1992, parliamentary elections separately.
Okay.
Presidential elections, Rawlings, His Excellency J. Rawlings, Yamin currency winning MP for not say parliamentary election. Until we got almost a one-sided parliament with just a few people in NCP and I'm say one a girl party in the independent back one I say. Until in the wisdom of the NDC at that time, the Electoral Commission said, so one-sided parliament now be to about 1996. Now say one-sided parliament no ko tenase. No mo ye mra de ebe regulate about one na. Na akwa say one nya careful and for kran hye nya gidie e wa about no. Enti no in order to give the opposition MPP a voice in the designing the electoral and regulations no. Mama ye mi bibi a friend interparty committee.
Okay.
Na party never opposition no so it be nya representative metra eso electoral commission ho. Ye nyina enwemi o ma no ni hu eno na ma IPAC e by. Enti IPAC no adwenkyere platform ye koho no ma sabio battle and ye koto. But IPAC na ye adwuma ma ebe peace ankofo free aman ahoro bibre ba be understand Ghana Electoral Commission no at me use the IPAC platform no they are building consensus ma enhance election management in the country. But this present Electoral Commissioner no buy I'm say wama the way IPAC na ye adwuma no enye sa na TV.
Okay.
Say no ko IPAC na ko transfer na ko say headmistress be on students akwa transfer na wa man orders we na pesa me ya so ko ubese oye input bi akra na your input will not be taken care of. Okay, say you call IPAC meeting general secretary eko kan assembly ya kra na no kwa your problem between on electoral commissioner
no.
Intina a generate a lot of tension. Yeah, be call 2020 about Mukra. They do baby. Electoral Commission for IPAC meeting here. One side be banopa. Now one side are barrier. So person build the consensus. How can you have different parties appearing at different sessions? Intini na koye bibia. Now better also akoye we afi the akofa eminent committee bi kura. Ya do ba be ye adwuma. Say eminent committee ubisa me say ABC ne adwuma be na eminent committee na omote omo aye in an electoral program. Sure was a meeting for Moko. Enti ye committee be under the distinguished friends leadership of Nana Atudazi.
Okay.
And Professor Kwame na ho en mpanyifo omo enwo nimdie e wo sa ayi mu se omo nye proposals for reforms.
Okay.
Na yemfa nkoma electoral commission for no. Yes, our proposal no. Any key stakeholders.
That was after 2020 elections.
Any key stakeholders, a share, civil society organizations, share, embassies. Because elections, no, there were international organizations also support to the electoral process. No, you be to say Danum, maybe say Canadian government, USAID, and other organizations. Women in a fund our electoral process. Women in no more engaged. Me no kasa we no. Electoral reforms na a proposal you require. Electoral Commission for have not found any a friend said space within their scheme of things. So NDC for no we say some crowd or mature crowd. Yeah, more hearing no more international.
Nanka monka madwin.
Yes, we are the adwin. Okay. Intino ama iPack no. Ya hu se okotena ho a. Sabio ye wo ha yenim about 2020. Yenim se sa wo hwe about no na out of any parties akoto aba no. Say parliament no only 2 parties now representative of parliament. And no can you hang parliament. A hang parliament ne say obi anhwe da ni dudu bia e wo parliament ho. Nia a tiebreaker obi a okogina Quantum Crow, I a friend independent candidate. I a second deputy speaker. Ono na men ka say bi e ba say ye wo casting ballot or then there to more.
Abe make a difference.
I'm a difference abom. If you have such a electoral landscape, owo party or no so any party or aban mo nyina dodo ye pe. Na about to ye no so each of the 2 parties will be 6 million plus.
Yeah.
Into what to balance party no be a Ghana for over 6 million at each of the parties. You hang parliament. But at the end of the day, the Speaker of Parliament, for the first time in the history of our country, has come from the opposition party. Then it calls to say, we need to put our heads together. Now, yet to me, I build a consensus on some of these issues. But see, the court of parliament. President, I won't know constitutional instrument now.
Okay.
A regulatory elections now. The a friend is saying historically now, electoral commission for me and say parties. I can see me no. Obi amfa nipa ba ho MSV on the technical committee now.
They proposals.
No proposals.
Okay.
Now smaller parties no. Yes, we na mum so monko yi one person no omeka ho. This time on be na yete ya ne say electoral commission for no say MPP enyi nipa ba ho NDC enyi nipa ba ho. Na smaller parties ne mfa nipa miensa. Emra enti so wo hwa and can say smaller parties no here, but some of them don't even participate in an electoral process. And ne obi sorry ya na obi party no ne office na share the bag oni party headquarters oni executives or no great on your congress or then you create a situation where those minority parties on this committee if they decide say one me and san can bomu against the major parties on any decision now you're voting they can even vote against us, and we thought it was not right. Be that as it may, one more letter by say ye new representative and famra no myself on the committee ye Alaji Hudu Yaya,
okay,
and Honorable Daniel Amati, deputy director of elections, and the Dom Kwese no Baba representative. Me no ka say electoral commission for no am involved. As far as we are concerned, we're involved in the crafting of
the team now. We're
committee. Time we can't so be meeting back home for Alaji Hudu ya na or council so meeting na I'm maso sada no.
Okay.
And they will call again. Near you ya na say we prepare CI no. E dey draft CI no echo reference parliament. Parliament so ye ku e ho no eso o ma ho den so. Subsidiary legislation committee no kra e wo say o hwe sa CI no. Now, it is chaired by the minority, Dr. Ayini, and Oche Sade. To Omoko no say, so I see ya modebe, and who wants some? I deba from the Ashim say, Ghana card, the only sole
card I bet me the Chama memoir bahono, but me source and so extra me say there is also a legal department of the EC. One more request is one more lawyers from legal department.
That is what I was saying.
Amaliba was there.
No. Legal, how do you hire a lawyer?
Okay.
And he has been constantly on the
CI
drafting committee. Either as a legal committee or technical, whichever it is. And all drafters are CI.
Okay.
He has been there from 2008, 2012, 2016. Alaji Huda has been there. Or no, and no representative party. There's no timer. If I can say, your representative court now so say or no yet our draft CI. We don't have any idea to that effect. And Amaliba is our director of legal affairs. Into Okoba party no never sumano amano friends say 2 weeks on Fanco. Inti sa processes na Electoral Commission unilaterally at the accord to Parliament. The kind of consultation and the consensus building, I was say major key stakeholders like NDC making input from no. We didn't make that input in it. The could do what you say. Some of the Ghana card and Kwana about source documenter. How many people and Ghana card will be? At the last check, I'm here, an Electoral Commission for NI for registered about 17.2 million Ghanaians under the Ghana card. Osha in Nipa to buying 2020, no so Electoral Commission for register almost about 19 point something million people. And the offer no on its surface value, and I just say nearly about 1.5 thereabout. Or how would you aim? Okofa NI for registration, so more register people from 15 years and above. It is all disaggregating now. Could even 15 years in a film and I feel NI for also register non-Ghanaians. It is almost total registration now 17.5. Now breaking it down. Now ye non-Ghanaians film. Now ye ND 18 years film now by over here. Then you are almost getting about 4 million Ghanaians. When we do voters register more, electoral NI for and capture.
Okay.
One of the principles of election management, and they say, obey more inclusive program. Constitution, they say, obey more indipa as many Ghanaians as possible the opportunity to participate in our electoral process.
Okay.
And so we started process be I've been issue about 4 million people. Even when you check with the NIA, one more appear before them.
Yeah.
I feel one year biometric near the now. Woman sign count cards a year nearly 1.5 million. Woman sign count card. Oh, shut up, mom started here. Years our registration year. A bit more hokra after ne on my registration. Only baby on my card no wa or some because registration no 1 more year no more bar yeah electoral areas and I didn't no more buy on the register. We are even where to locate baby abakwa for a card. It is a person we electoral management body. Now person we hear elections. Now election no as many Ghanaians as possible opportunity. You don't go and rely on a system no already from the word go no. Nearly 4 million people out of the system. Excuse me. And Dr. Kwame Appiah issue statement. Minimum say Otobo as a statement now. Or say electoral commission for no go ahead. Say one more the NIA card the Kwana Berkshire say the better about. One be disenfranchising millions of Ghanaians from participating in the electoral process, and that one is against the 1992 Constitution, Article 42 of the Constitution.
But Chairman, it's that question I will boss has been put to the EC. Now EC make a very fine analogy. One more say one more use one more analysis and more data from the 2021 population census. Now with the estimation of people are now 15 years from the time population from 2020 to the last registration 2020 2024 every year they are expecting say over 450,000 Ghanaians and are me attaining the age of 18. And he said if 2021 over 450,000, 2022 same numbers, 2023 same numbers they are estimating that by the end of 2024 Ghanaian population one more attaining 18 years they will be of voting age as a sum of 1.8 million Ghanaians. Now assumption say if electoral NIA is able to register over 16 or 17 million Ghanaians within the space of 2 years after the general election near the then they should be able to register 1.8 million people within a space of 4 years. Now one more can be able to say one more can say registration one more year one time. One more proposes say continuous. Said the be nipa no one more register in 2020 no 17 million registered the two abano they are there already. one money they will not have the chance because one card yen touch it. But this 1.8 million, no, every day be an working day, ECB be the office at all the districts, no, one bit me aqua register. So why would one think, say, within all these years, akawo yenima betuabano, yen to mean capture this 1.8 million Ghanaians?
In the first place, that argument is flawed because your elections be next year.
Okay.
These assembly elections. Every Ghanaian be already 18 years and above. I was saying it's man who coin.
Not to obey assembly member.
Into assumption, they say, oh yeah, assumption say by 2024. This is what. How do you predicate your own program on assumption? Assumption of body you will need control over it.
Okay.
You see, the Electoral Commission is an independent organization. It's not subject to the whims and caprices of anybody.
Okay.
And then manipulation of anybody. The NIA, no, a kua eshabanyansi.
Yeah.
First, Nanka was under the office of the president. I've been told it has been moved to the Ministry of Interior. Inti abano agents and they will control over the NIA and the activities. Abano agency and NIA for to me the Juma.
Okay.
Oko bi say NIA for say other na registration no muntimi nya almost say logistics. Other na muntimi deploy more machines na anka saa time ye womu no anka every district bia your registration. Anka free saa time ma be saa bre no wouldn't have had the challenges that we are having.
Okay.
Who say SIM card registration by Ministry of Communication for any telcos, you can say person renew registration of your SIM card. I was saying a friend say Ghana card.
Yeah.
What who pandemonium creative woman we see. It doesn't mean say nipa na mpese on back control di. Material radio stations, TV station, nko frustration on come. Baby, you call that stadium. Baby, you call that NIA for Akachi. One my year on Sanka card. In fact, the other time I heard somebody was saying, "Me card cry." My police station acquire report. I'm a police report. May they attach it there for 1 year near replacement of my card has not been. So the Electoral Commission cannot rely on such an inefficient system. Nobody acquire election. When it comes to election, SIM card they buy. Obi kona na we nya SIM card otimi da kosi so next week makwa koye abatwo 1 day to determine the destiny and the direction the tree will go. Enti wontimi fa abatwo so no people are so passionate about it. Say person obi be yi the right to vote everything. Enti Electoral Commission for should not rely on an organization Abanya na adwene say minisika me de be mamo. Abanya na adwene say oh sade we unim say omoye NIA card no. Me call rounds. Call region some other region. So be call region be no document say na yes distribute no. Ba bi bebre ho kra hemfa bi nko. We call region bi mu so no. Na asesa bebre na e de akwakugo. We even ask, and if you ask NIA for no mo hwe one deployment plan.
Yeah.
Any kind of fast so mo cheche e obo say it was skewed in favor of some regions for you know say we share political landscape now but be your aban otiso no advantage in those regions. Anything I can say you
how can that be?
Because, I mean that's the reality,
because regions need being so seeing regions.
But yes. Now we extrapolate now your population the distribution now to say still Honorable Kwame Appiah Kubi also occur NIA office on the constituency. Last year, you could hear say, Nipa, and almost only 1,200 cars on my issue out of about 33,000 registered voters. Why do you want to rely on such a system as election management body, Electoral Commission said? That system we and I'm the Kotuaba. We are opposed to it, sir. In the first place, no, any dependent on our card.
Okay.
So we have NIA for Sankasa, one more law, one more parliament called amended NIA, you know, one more act, no, one Act 750, no more amended, no, and we Act 950. Act 950, no more year, no crano. One more true, Musa, so per se, OG NIA card now. Also, your birth certificate.
Okay.
Also, one of this. one of these documents, birth certificate, valid passport, valid residence permit, a valid certificate of acquired citizenship, and any other information that may be required by the authority.
Okay.
OSHA section 3B of as amended, Act 750 as amended now, or say by the substitution of section 2 of where an applicant is unable to submit any of the specified under document under section 1, the authority shall require a relative of the applicant to identify the applicant under oath. Inti say
obi guarantee system.
Obi ni card bi ekra na ne ba obi a wawo no ansa ni nua betimi akọ no aka say me nua ni. Inti ana say but 2 persons determined by the board to identify the applicant under oath where the applicant has no known relative. Eti ba bia onipa no kwa eni abusuya na aka de nko ano enipa mienu a womo betimi identify no na omotimi edi no hodan betimi guarantee ene ye Ghana card o. Enti se Ghana card na nkasa kura a wo koji a wo isi no se sa Ghana card no ena mpese me de source document no aka kire wo se nipa no kwa ni relative kura na 2 people can guarantee for them. Why is it that wo so your registration card na wo pese wo yi guarantor efrim? Because from 1992 guarantor system no has assisted people obi o sabe ebi kwa se on for house number mbakwa no odaki mu oni house number a odeba enti no obi na betumi abdi ne ho adanse so asumasi we minim no ha note ukọ committee 2019 no ni 20 wa omo bachonari on from baby kiosk estate.
Okay.
Ukọ kiosk estate na ko hwe nipa omo da kiosk mbebri wo ho no kiosk bi enu ni house number wo ho no enti obi no betimi identify akaso asumasi we yenim so wo hanti no enti
but what was it and no mad the opportunity ama more political parties, you know, more infiltrating system, more the minors.
Look, I can remove
because guarantee, you know, nipa ni nya 18 kra more than aba me na me si minu no when you 18 enti at all times, you know, SSL registered and no na confusion no eba they want to sanitize the system by preventing such infiltration and more political parties.
Let me just ask you a question. Also with Ghana card. Ghana card na say for birth certificate bra. Electoral Commission for new birth certificate. And no be no coin birth certificate no the bar. Hina na age na guarantee so nipa no buy no we di 18 years and only 18 years. So wo sha Electoral Commission for card no mo no. And no ne card o ba baji a wo di no registration no registration center ho na wo tie. My party agents about betina ho akaso asumasi we yedim no se oni 18 asumasi we yedim no wa se card aka nyina wo se nkofo nkoji adenti na nipa timi nkofo timi koye passport omonya Ghana fo because time how koye passport na onya Ghana ni no obi ani ho a ote ho a o challenge wa kase onya Ghana ni and if you get the documents now but now say me birth certificate ni we ni me Ghana ni passport office no womu ni any form of verification on beka say ye kwa verify ya refuse but eba Electoral Commission for card omu issue political parties ni na kokotra ho ema oba omu timi challenge you wo ye man no itimi challenge you ma opportunity say political parties bet me challenge you either say onya Ghana ni either say wo ye man no either say wo ye impersonator ni nyina ye ma ho kwan enti the best card Electoral Commission for bet me rely on eye omo card omo produce a omo gidi say omo put safeguards ahihye mu a sa ne mo we no nyina wo but if you want to say Ghana card say obi nko voucher nti obi akwa voucher for Ghana card or the buy I was register no obi antimi challenge say nipa na which of them and obetimi aka say sa card we ye card ye de koto aba ye benya gidi wo nti at the Electoral Commission telling us say they don't have faith in their own card omo produce na. Then the other question that comes up is that say when you're careful what they are bringing up to say no a bedroom baby no one back so you the register number come and validate your name in the register one back so after the validation no say unkuta Ghana card you mean validate inti nipa bi o ho na omudin wo register no mu a and Crawford guarantee one money Ghana card. If we do baby electoral commission for me, I can see a validation or Ghana card.
That is for the existing data.
Yes. So they can even go ahead. The way this law has been crafted, they can even go ahead and say, validation. Validation now, say, who need Ghana card, who registered voter, for Ghana card, and that one can lead to the expunge, to expunge
a lot of
several millions named from the register, and it will be unfair to those people because at the time they will do it at the appropriate. When you say NIA card, National Health Insurance card, NHIS, it will be now a part of the requirements of the Electoral Commission. Say, also we control the others will be use NIH card, and also be use birth certificate, and also be use Ghana card, and also be use markers. Obi the court say your own constitution as be use NHIS card. The Supreme Court upheld it. Compel Electoral Commission for that the Supreme Court kind there. And the Yakonia Kwaku one more NHIS card no register now Yakwaku free card because court. And you know our court system. If you are not careful, and after the passage of this law, no, somebody goes and say law not say, a draft act no more the
okay.
It says or can be about revocation. Now revocation it says sa law yi eba na agitumu pa. One more be revoke CI 91. CI 126 ni nyina no will be revoked. Enti obi court no ka to say this CI omo de abeto parliament animu ni say ye pass ya no obi ko no say ya revoke the previous years CI 91 and CI 126 no mo register ya revoke nti no enyem review nti no obi a we register wa under it be under this law no ye need the free mu. And if the court decides, say, look, that is the right thing, we are going to uphold it. And I just said, send me no more was registered and now what say, oh, yeah, they are registered more you have a situation where we can revisit the Abu Ramadan case.
Okay. And now the clear stance of the NDC, is not as if say more objective to continuous registration process. But mom peg Ghana card as the only source.
Continuous registration in 2016, before the 2016 elections, and the political parties now agree say you friend continuous registration.
Yeah,
as that continuous registration, yeah, crafting modalities. I had a continuous registration, and it was agreed by political parties. Electoral Commission for say the first Friday of every month beyond one by continuous registration. EC district offices.
Okay,
political parties will be present there. No matter now, still obi obe registration be a continuous no. Ya say emrana e de ahyem no obi emusa amra no so. Wom wie sa registration no on every day. Wom the details of the people who register wom nyina no ebema political parties no for cross checking and for possible challenges. Some modalities was agreed in 2016. Ye nyina je to mu say ye betumi a continuous registration. But you see, so a situation here, Uber register in Nipa, say, could this assembly, Uber register ABA adding about 2 million extra names to the existing register now. If you are not careful and you adopt continuous registration, you have challenges.
Okay.
Intina Electoral Commission for PMP, what be a friend limited registration
exercise. Okay.
Limited registration, baby, I will capture more than 1 million plus votes at a time. Now we are now say when you register, after subsequently obi obedi 18 years bia of say or chron din no watimi akọ district office wakọ chron din na no kra so no say waka so we on daily basis tell na waka wa asem here. Now doesn't mean say political parties are going to deploy people say for the whole year every day their political parties back.
I'm saying do one they will give in for the modalities.
No, you see, but you see, modalities is based on the Parent Act.
Okay.
If the Parent Act is wrong, the modalities will not find favor. Until the says, this CI must not be laid now until better proper consultation are done for other key stakeholders' interest to be looked at, because it is about determination of who is voted for in the next election. Even at this is assembly election, people are passionate about it. Anything the can say, we say. Now, look, another aspect for from 1992. You throw at registration centers at polling station level. Into obi obeko polling station bia akwakotro nidin no na ya alloto no a polling center obabeto aba nti ye ka say ye voter exhibition a onim ba bia okotro nidin e ho ne ye de register no beko no akwa say me kotro nidin wo register no mu ana under the present year or see ya omode ba no won mayi polling station registration free. There has since 1992 there has never been any type.
So what it means is that polling centers now ordinarily can be registered now. Almost more transfer from district offices.
They call electoral areas and district offices.
Do you know where a hono entimi center for voting?
Center. Enti se woko na okochiro within krana. Woman be determined by bia obetuaba. And no can lead to gerrymandering. Are they friend gerrymandering? Because somebody can sit somewhere. No akaso sa electoral area you person agent mama move votes we nko ha mama nye say na electoral area yi enye disproportionate in terms of number, because you say about where assembly election kura no enye partisan, but there is a lot of partisan undertone. This is the first time electoral commission for person omoye registration at electoral area and constituency level. One would need near friend to say a year polling center registration. What prevents them from going to the polling centers to go and do the registration?
Okay.
In the person better in DB say a hanam to a bentino. Mamenko in the 2020 election, or I think 2016 election or thereabout. Edru Babia. Any pano back on or or registered with sunlight and or here. I really da you say police station A within the Etiko police station B. Ebinom de ahometie because what was life you no pa kwesi awia edru so akoto abape ehwe mo esi udi ni we into go to another friends and police station akohwe. A lot of people got angry amom firi ho amonto aba yen say ye this system ne ba yen electoral management no akodru ba bia ya improve na to the extent say bibia ansi ye kwan say ye bekoso aye registration no at polling centers level na obi abakotro ni oni say ha na me chiro medinti no ehon na wose me kokoto aba enti that matter is also another matter that will create a lot of inconvenience for people and can lead to manipulation of the voters register.
Okay,
and we think that we don't have to go back to those days.
Chama, it may burn so because it seems NGC EC no ever problem. New concerns I will raise. Why won't things I didn't hear when we invite him to IPAC, more representing. What must say more IPAC to raise more concerns? How do you expect the EC to address some of these concerns I'm raising?
We have told them. Say IPAC no. Yeah, time. NGC time in the IPAC better. Say the IPAC year Juma no baby IPAC they could do you know. And yet that IPAC in the year Juma say. IPAC ubeko I mean under Jima ubeko IPAC na soldier for any police food na kwete to gate ano. And then your battlefield and to na yekoko ana. Uko peja asembia hey uko peja election commission for number we na see ye na yeko oh ade bia ye dey background ye ba ye no ye so ye the 2 vote. Na obehwe no na party a ono a presidential election one candidate anko parliamentary election one contest bi na parties a ye war representation in parliament Jimensa ye executive secretary of IE no ono no proposal political parties platform our creative situation say on that platform political parties how many representative in parliament should not be on the political parties platform until at that time na say NDC MPP PNC and ana a war platforms under Jimensa no no craft say you know the year. Why is it that obi be kwa obtain the party and na otina yamano a friend saying provisional license to operate? I mean, if you take a party like LPG or say
LPG
and
Apelu
on party office, you be on party office we back on crowd.
Apelu office was raging.
How many offices have you seen?
I've seen one, the one at Kokomble.
I'm asking you, a Donko party office. How many offices have you seen? We are not saying, sir, the smaller parties are not important. But we are saying, sir, the electoral commission and regulate the activities of the political party. One of the electoral reforms in other jurisdictions, electoral commission is responsible for elections. And now another regulator or regulating political parties. And no they are share the electoral reforms say we say if the electoral commission for no enyuma doors unti and no ntimi call rounds enko hwehwe parties no ehino party office for e den no mo ya ni nyina oboja to hono. NDC we don't have a problem with the electoral commission. Ni edikan no electoral commission for edi dance ye say ye na the first political party yetimi di audited accounts. Edi akwakomo no mo sim ko nya tenase ahwehwe ni nyina mu. Na nsan ya wo say wo kwa inspecting party offices.
Yeah.
On the letter break we reply to them on by office. You have access to our party offices everywhere. Until we don't have problems. Problem we want to say the spirit I say IPAC
for consultation
and consensus building. One more to watch me. So I'm not watching that. I mean, me for IPAC. Now me the master maba. Now me the master maba. I say when you did say yes. Oh, I feel the moment to aba. Now party be love party, peace party, way party. Oh, yaba yadoso. Ye nyina yesi we ne yepe. Into your views and the views of majority are representing yen as a political party. That views are not taken on board.
Okay.
Into yen proposal I don't and say yeah person IPAC ni juma. But IPAC I juma from 1994 until Jiman Sabaye a friend is a commissioner no. Was the way IPAC ni juma. And at last year there was a conference at UNDP Commonwealth a sponsor here. One of the first stakeholders in the electoral process you could share our down. You could share our down. In fact, Peace Council was part of that process. Say there is the need for further engagement. And NDC as a major political party, no, a back near Betnase. Now, yadi IPAC no aye juma. But sir, issues na person address no my day hard. Fear no so no. Peace Council for near meeting.
Yeah.
And now we don't have any problem. Yeah, then say woman single ne electoral commission for anyone as neutral arbiters and na concerns ya raise about electoral reforms near them. Yeah, na adwin sai na intimi mfanya adwuma. If you are not so no, Peace Council for the catcher say NDC for ye nimu say there were two major parties and na one man we say MPP so honti say yanso ye ne MPP for kokasa na ye omo jutu say omo ne mo betenase na ya to adwin e wo sade wo hu mo beje atum yes an ye beje atum into Peace Council for no kwa ne MPP for kotenase MPP for so jitu mu say ye nyina nkan bom ne hwe kwa befa so a ye de be solve that problem into a third layer of meeting was held Peace Council for Fred MPP leadership and NDC leadership and Peace Council kotenase. At that meeting Freddie Blay was the one who led the MPP team. Myself and my general secretary were there, and they got in our they say there's some parties now we major na there. Then we want to go further. Na yama electoral commission for na bob na yatnase na etimi resolve that problem because if you are going to an election football match so me just sure say be on football mu kakra say onni mu dia ma me educate you kakra of football omo ko ball omo bi friend of pre match conference omo ye match commissioner no referees ebedi teams mienu ni nyina akokohia yes obi a the rules of the game ni we ni dey kwakwa mo na mo ye players ye pese mo betena bi na mo tie se na be ya ye implement emra na yatimi ayem obi a asomo into that is what is needed say in the electoral landscape no so no the key players no every part of the consultative process you bet who say when is natural adwin ebedu ba we bet say gaka for say some we ya referees association de ba na GF for de ba ye ne ye gaka ye ne ekuta team so yes ye de mu nyadwin womo no ma nyadwin a na uko referee match between two people almost say we are not ready to play under this rule who bet me call referee unless they all agree.
But if that is the case, then it will be political parties will be dictating through for the EC. Independent.
No. And then I don't know if on the IPAC. I don't know say IPAC. Some of them are independent. I don't know say IPAC. IPAC no arrangement. You see, say your system be operating. Na system no juma na who say system no papa. Sometimes conventions develop into acceptable laws. Until you do, baby, I say IPAC has worked very well with us. It is working very well now. Electoral Commission for normal organizing about 7 to 8 successive elections. Then Nankaya man no legal backing. Then can say IPAC must be given some legal backing. Ebema one more discussions ne Electoral Commission for no. Etimi enya some legal support ebetimi. Inti IPAC has never dictated to Electoral Commission. But all three commissioners are about right from Justice Ofori-Boateng and the person Aferijan, ABC Charlotte say ABC Jimensa, not somebody do the crowd. On the country say IPAC are because me tiwe Maakye wa batumpa. Matna IPAC 17 years. 17 years I've been on IPAC. Ever since I'm a national organizer of the party in 2002. And I'm a IPAC. So, institutional knowledge, I say some of us are building. No. ABA, you buy appointed as Commissioner of Electoral Commission. ABA, you're commissioners. But your knowledge and the expertise, election management, and I pass where you bet me that you bet me even those who are called electoral commissioners. Okay. It is a winner system we are. I just want to end by saying, please cancel for you know Mukasa. As the last time I know Mukasa, almost say they have made every effort. So Umbenya Jimensa now what be na ponwa at nothing, you know about nothing. She has not made herself available.
Jimensa nya available.
No, to the peace council for us to resolve the challenges. Because how do we walk into IPAC when the challenges that we have raised have not been resolved? How do we walk into it? Until those challenges must be addressed. You're not addressing now. Tomorrow we are prepared to go to IPAC if only a level playing field will be created and respect, mutual respect, will prevail at IPAC.
Okay.
We are no free over. IDEC, CDD, any other civil society groups be. I say one more create a certain platform.
Okay.
You debate generate ideas for political reforms. One more be who other political parties. Up to now, the indications is that the electoral commissioner is not prepared to sit with them and even look at their proposals. Meanwhile, all the reforms are either a vehicle that is used for the electoral reforms process. Either the other time it was IE. When we say, MPP for Dr. Bomianko say 70,000 Togolese
yes,
registered. Yeah. IE, any other bodies, and a creative platform. Emma Electoral Commission for no a committee. Emma yet public hearing. And yet yes has a man. You na no Caribbean day. So the Electoral Commission itself cannot trigger their own reforms. For instance, one can say about to a better no. Yet started about 7 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Have you political parties no? What ill do you want to cure? Mrebia or one person will what's the son? There is a certain ill be one person will be cure. Political parties will be about to complain at say you have a problem of 5 o'clock. You say even in the villages, you train for free one villages about better abano. I thought the beer about 5 now you say you close to you know not lying at the baby and maybe your home see you could do manopa. If you do man, how on earth, say on your own volition without any prompting?
Yeah,
we say about 1 year 5, maybe 5, you say year 3. What do you want to? And now consult no, and now actually say 5 o'clock. High any it's your Jessica and you don't about better. The Electoral Commission ain't me acting unilaterally. Say be an independent body. Oh, you be a more, you be a country. Yes, or any person. It is the Electoral Commission has not even opened their doors for civil society for near the say. Young national political parties MFA. And 2024 election is not going to be like 2020 elections. The stakes are very, very high.
And no more come what you're saying.
You saw what happened in 2020.
Yes.
You comunipa, a bonipa to Ekumo, Ebesine, Ubianka Hoshe. It never be brave to see. I was our election no more. Even after the Supreme Court ruling, no can bet me at church. Election by Niapa declared results by 5 times since 1992. ABC that. And this anymore when we now see a class near business say, a ban the same, and I got to a bar, electoral commission to be declared results. Omaba say your results may declare a mistake. Until your bar basis and figures, your bar basis percentage, your percentage is near calculating more than 100%. So what you be now say what the percentage even 100%. The whole system is flawed.
Okay. Chama me Brenna Aswan sir. We've done over an hour. Maybe that's one sir. But party for no 8 yo. Now these are the clear stance of the NDC. Ekobani say easy. Make amends. No more say one more budget guarantee no system no atumu and any other requirement. Ebeka Ghana card no one. And no their money problem. And then we find out ways to party supporters.
No, and then again, we have a problem for registration at electoral area and constituency
office. Okay.
It has never happened. The main register be an register of polling stations, and people are allotted polling centers where
and numbers
they will vote. And also no ebema at the basa beba at the ohabe beba. And also no we are not ready for it. And now fi baby okra na o hwe see ya enuma o say ye to aba ye trodin at the end of registration no I was electoral commission for furnishing political parties no for certain details. So details no under the new CI no omo birth certificate, date of birth and the address afrim. Now o say
of one more register no
register no Syrian registration ya say bi ene ya register nipa say into ye the particulars ma political parties no at the end of the registration day na first no ya the details no be nipa na register ya no on house number, date of birth and everything. This was omo date of birth afrim and no more address a film. Now, so be Babetro engineer say the main issue with me challenge a friend is saying age. Now, say what the information about where you any address system of free man only panel say back critical now so or sort of me where you from. What system do you want to build? And also you're part of this CI. I heard you say it is not right and must be taken a second look at. And they say no, there is an opportunity. Opportunity they say Parliament committee no proposals, and in the proposals no the electoral commission for G2 say one the guarantor system better one the passport better. Me sure so on buy how many committee better na say omo G say dem too omo get drafter yi na omo come back no. And now whoever is controlling them catch on say hey, my mistake. Enti mon san ko bi na mon ka say sa vouching no any passport no ye nyin from ni enye Ghana card as the only source document. Sankrofo I say omo Ghana card as source document no say if you are manone na oba dia. Ubetime the passport aba. Me your passport now as a prerequisite for registration. Law be why discriminate.
Okay.
Against other people. And I think that Ghana for it say sa register who aduma ye no. Say wo ya dey na wo register and na BBC ya. Me nya say oh yeah, because I burn people hunting.
Okay.
There will be a tomorrow.
But and so that dreams will be influencing EC. No?
We believe that the EC is being influenced because you see
government are manipulating.
They are manipulating them. And Mekato says if you have an NIA system which is under the control of government, NASA NIA system no on the better about there. Government can manipulate the system and the independence of the EC cannot be guaranteed in this matter. NC Electoral Commission should not ride on the backbone of an inefficient government-controlled organization like the NIA to do their independent work as electoral commission. Enti senya sa anka den no ba ya on ba better parliament on the parliament for nation we na jitu we say ya the guarantee system back on ya the passport back on wait for us. If you do that you create opportunity say obia only Ghana card no and as say obisa NIA for say that be na be we Ghana card registration almost ye nim. Adentin and Nipa, one more SIM card, your ma deadline, yes, it's not deadline now, because NIA cannot even provide them with the Ghana card.
Okay.
And I believe that we must tread cautiously because otherwise there is a ticking time bomber. And if you want to disenfranchise millions of Ghanaians, Ghanaians will not sit down. And we are urging our members of parliament, we are urging the Speaker of Parliament, say, in the interest of the peace and tranquility of this country, the Speaker should direct, say, more further consultation. Anything stakeholder engagement, a very critical part of legislative processes and lawmaking processes. One more, and you know, MPP by a process curriculum. No more the teachers say, yeah, teachers, no, I stakeholders, no, man consult here. Curriculum with me, they threw it out. If the political parties and the major stakeholders says that do further consultation, the electoral commission should not be obstinate. And just what saying on the concert, why are they? If the political parties are not there, electoral commission will be that is why the voices of reason. Now civil society for all other people almost dream on money that in the year Embra on board near Nantanasi. Now you require be fast why you be craft to a constitutional instrument a be guarantee free, fair and transparent election yentimi and disenfranchising millions of Ghanaians from participating in that electoral process. Okay. Now Aban also very careful about their utterances because when the government itself is coming out say oh yeah and now you can't never nature say they are stampeding the process and stampeding the electoral commission to toe to their line, and that one will be unacceptable.
Okay, Chairman, I don't pay that. I'm very grateful. Let me be under 1 minute to final words.
To party chairman about platform.
Yes. Me time then so I come at 8 minutes.
And I platform this one. On point and I do 11. But they took me to 11:20.
11:20.
And now I'm catching me say chairman. And you be any be now. Na oba yi so no. Ye hwese ne amanfo bio maso amutia. Nti me sure say with this opportunity no.
Yeah.
I say with me my producer kraka so. Chairman abai dia. Chairman abai dia. Unu me na me free UTV by 11:30. Me go do for me ko da na ko 1.
Okay.
I've been able to get
up you been here
and move from Tema to this place on time.
Chairman, I understood. Producers need young word, but let deal. Let's deal with the issue of the government, inflation and the reshuffle. The people calling for reshuffle, no, more NDC for any one, and I think Kofua will no, I believe it's almost near Juma, but one more pay Juma, no more yes, sir. The current state of our governance, and they said they are buying no air to turn in your mano. Mamintio won't cry your face.
He's just mocking Ghanaians. Wouldn't him come say from Afa?
Afa.
What he did that?
Afag.
No, not Afag. Afa.
Afa. Yes, Matthew Mudin. I don't need association of food soldiers or more within the NPP. Yes. Alliance for Food Soldiers.
And you no issue statement. And you no issue statement is reshuffle.
Yes. And they did a press conference as well.
And the other now send this phone you say on your reshuffle.
No, the president made that statement.
Before Nankasa party no more who say abano ayiran the way. Do you know say Afro barometer? Our moya nansan ya say Ghana for over 87% of Ghanaians say the country is heading towards the wrong direction. Did you read Afro barometer report?
Yes.
Until we are president, na omaya yetim say Petrua who be a campaign na yeton less than 14 cities. And also Obano Babetiso we taxes a free swing na above. Na yeto petrol over 60 Ghana cities. And na yeti was say cement bo other 60 cities. And na yeti was say no and na inflation are rising to 31.7%. And for the manage economy no what bobisi ma ene unya sika baby anti o say ukọ IMF na ukọ elkoji sika wa IMF ho. The people who are managing your economy Dr. Bami oye chairman of economic management team no inflation agin sam ene CD no mo breaking 8 there is no other 8 to break again because we break 8 no
the dollar is now 9.2
as we breaking 9. Since said the dollar is dangerously getting to 10 cities. Me call bank and the bank manager and say they had no the rate of increases Nobody can plan. What for finance minister? Finance minister na adwuma jinisem. Bibia nya adwuma. Wa bombisia to the extent say debt to GDP ratio atra 80%. Ye ni sika bia ye space, fiscal space any other development project. While finance minister begina just a few days he say Ghana ye more resourceful ye nko IMF. The deputy could now parliament say as far as the NPP is concerned, they will not go to IMF today, they will not go to IMF tomorrow. And in now watch it. Now once some of this was IMF for say country be ye respected principle and the finance minister and the deputy finance minister should have resigned by now. And the NPP full soldiers now almost say agrona aircon acquire say Manchester United ye cause some way ye say dia Ghana Blaster emra ye kwa wake up you who say crucial maye ye kodu ba bia ya nsesa coach na ye ho better ye no they did the change coach no so ba ye no ono so be some players and he had results. And you have a team that is failing to deliver. Every aspect of the country indicators are wrong, going to the wrong direction. Now, President Nababeka and said the ministers are performing extremely well. When you say Nana Akufo-Addo appointing minister be or minister in charge of monitoring and evaluation.
Yes, I know.
Dr. Akoto,
yes.
Monitoring and evaluation reports Ben they are brown. When policy outcomes every policy be a policy outcomes. There will be a key performance indicators KPIs. Are they achieving their KPIs?
President, are you okay? Or are you satisfied?
President,
with the performance of the minister?
President, you okay because on top of true.
I see.
On taxi mu trotro driving taxi drivers bro mo bre onko dwom enko hu se ebinum ko dwom no pako bisa emo anything tomatoes any bibi boa ebedu anumra mo so mo kona ne boa asesa.
Yes, but chairman one wa KPIs so eti president na mo obi adwuma pay appointment and wa must send the panel indicators I won't find adwuma. If per those indicators no president is satisfied, why should the ordinary Ghanaian complain?
Well, anya Ghana for net man.
Yes.
But
also won't say the any can.
The president no baby oteno anybody Ghana for the president is living on a different planet. He doesn't know what is happening in this country. Nana Akufo-Addo has lost touch of reality. And yes, sir, and in some eba, any surveys eba, any CDD surveys, Afrobarometer, any a friend is saying info analytics. Nobody beg nanka obetna say what is going wrong? This country is heading towards the wrong direction. While party for say in your man koyi enti nipa na wodo mo ye adwuma no ye obi no mo baby a touchline bi o baby a ebi no mo ye super subs e bi adwo mbehwemu a won betimi ahwegu enti ye hu bibi a wo ba be ka kire say okom de yen na na Akufo-Addo mo okom de obi a o
but we make a very important point
because say am not to win win the con size the one na to 50 pesos and 1 CD say 3 CDs and 5 CDs enti o say okom de yen yes am okom de because adwuma ni ho.
Also, more person would destabilize Nabain. The more reason why I'm why you say 1 year reshuffle. Munim say the ministers are what say no air performing to expectation, but more person more destabilize the government of the day. That is from more the NDC.
Nana Akufo-Addo ebra on a cousin of Uriata. A year a friend say one more friend say what the civil society ya demonstration ya na
Occupy
Flaster House no money ade na Occupy Ghana for no yes na no destabilize abana enti one party for no so for no destabilize abana in every governance what its source and can midterm assessment it's na make say na Akufo-Addo no. The reality is that he has put this country on autopilot. Nobody is in charge of the country. Baby, I could be no. Otherwise, and can we be ado asun to form man? We say things are not going well. Teachers are complaining. Cola no cause of my teachers no. August end no. Among Cola nana. Or July ending.
The key effect.
July ending.
Yes.
July ending. Among Cola nana. Do you know what the teachers are going through? Do you know the lamentations? Or how maybe because of my unique position as chairman of the opposition party. Security agency process for if you want to bury a crowd or no massa, yeah, bro, Timumra. Inti say Nana Akufo-Addo dwen say Ghana for okode wom nti and almost one year reshuffle na mpese me repeat someone say Ghana for okode wom pa because you funi nya adwuma nye. Ono one enough Akufo so okofa 1 million or 100,000 of so wagu no. Those people no omu ni adwuma nye okode wom. Enne unemployment rate akọ very high no tire say adwuma eni ho. Wo ni adwuma nso a edie de ma. Nti enne moko Ghana for ene na people for to mama and say mo se me sesa maban o community na mo sesa maban. He has lost touch. I dey empathy. O ye leader. Na so nko for bra obetimi abegina TV so ahwe obuma ka kire on say muntwa mo komanto mo yem we na meye nti niam be ye wo say o mo bre o come de wom nti no mo kasa so reshuffle yate. He should maintain the same team no for monko. Ghana for of say ene they don't have any say in our governance process. Unim your governance system no you will be your friend no your friend non-state actors.
Okay.
Civil society and the ordinary people no constitute a majority of the people or the sector almost contribution to governance system. I didn't na before President Mills was meet the people and meet the press.
People's assembly.
Not media for na hypo na media. Mo afre mo da.
Kessben.
Because I say.
It's
also come demo. Inti ukriza no come demo.
Chairman, in all these economic difficulties, there is a cost to it. One more child say, war international crisis are Ukraine for any money, Russia for no money affect here. But in all of this, more criticize it. But what is the alternative?
Maybe so.
Omo catch them with direct alternative empty because mokasa tra mumfa bibia and to table no so bit me contribute to the SSR by any.
Sa question you wa oyen sanchoni o team anyway and sanka obisa me kra.
SSR me bisa because you need
President John Dramani Mahama a lot of intervention actually what we should even going to IMF oba abeka say baby e modu no man IMF enema ejija he suggested President Mahama suggested say when we face a similar crisis you organize be a friend central consensus and you didn't call for nim die nya ba say mu yen trance yen develop a homegrown economic strategy na yemfa entry on my embassy and some na be free indicators were very very high but our growth rate was increasing our inflation was going down all the pointers no enti na Akufo-Addo say 2017 2018 you know the indicators were good because at that time no the foundation has been built.
Now why is it IMF? Now IMF actually modalities, you know.
But I am saying fiscal discipline. They came and ensured some follow for 2 years strictly, and that made sure economy ni beti meja na mo so. Enti yama alternative be Dr. Asuforson and Abu Jinapo friends Jinapo Sami Abu Jinapo John Jinapo and Adongo num at every instance biano are giving alternatives say muye we na be I mean that is the best we can. President Mahama said say mo building a non-partisan friends platform. Na mo say yemra menim de fo nyina beba because Ghana first na adwen papa bi o ha ye de aba na ye de aba beboa mo. And also accommodate in criticizing until he should continue to mock at Ghanaians. Yende you feel say even when we take our manifesto now we near ma ya say ya de beba e de abeboa Ghana for Ukraine as some are okay. When was our Greek minister no so why plan for food and jobs. And so next school for cry bi na ombedi e school mu no. School secondary schools are closing because aduane ni ho abode be man kola na di. School feeding program or feeding and kola what basic schools no a collapse because aduane ni ho ombedi. So what is the KPI of the planting for food and jobs? One must stay warehouses. Go and show me a single warehouse. I am tempted to believe, say, they were importing a bread from Ukraine. One about on the Kogu warehouses. Food and planting for food and jobs.
But I mean a huge allegation.
I am saying it because say yes, Sadia. I never say Ukraine for ntokwa a bro ye dua Ghana no ya to bombu bia to afu bi mana Ghana bro arofo be no what say Ukraine for ntokwa aba besi omunti akura for ntimi nkwa afu It is the government policies. You buy any free fertilizer. Free fertilizer now increase production of food crops. Yes, not for some people buy almost ton and then fertilizer no be ni ho ni any idea make afford the adwuma. Enti no farmers are suffering, poultry farmers, and I've been giving an knowledge of me. I'm a poultry farmer, I'm a crop farmer. Me a practical agriculturist. A farmer, me nyobia, me de man no keke edon. Me do fu for about 25 years I've been in farming. And then go and ask. Poultry farmers are closing their farms because the broker am to be feeding and one omunyebi. So if you injected so much money into planting for food and jobs and the food is not on the market, then what is the outcome of that policy? Okay. It is a monumental failure. Who could be a Greek minister or say Meyere Ekujoma and Bisano? Neyere Ekujoma or the land cruise and the Kujum.
Okay, Chairman, 5 minutes to go, but a lot of messages are being, one of Osuampo has made the NDC attractive, still maintain. Chairman of Osuampo all the way, still maintain. Return of Osuampo for a better position of the NDC. A lot more of party for now, a monitor or Facebook, no, HSS still maintain. Obasako national chairman beam.
That will be you say yes.
Direct
but I just want to give you on bizarre Jesus Christ say when Messiah na nasi ehwe for him and no say mobile mo hu say ni fira for ani abi akwata for ho afi abubuwa for nante. What other sign are you looking after?
I see
2018 the party share me some belly party me team abo modern ama yakọ election na yakọ election ni lose election 2016 by 1 million vote plus. Now you lose about 53 seats.
Yeah.
Your election in just 2 years under my administration. Emma yet me wipe out. Sa majority na MPP for no. Emma seats bia yet me winning 24 years. A yes one seat Eastern region. 24 years ni win here. Tema East 24 years ni win here. Okanko North 24 years ni win here. Several other seats are winning now under our leadership. We were able to win those seats. Emma you're getting hang parliament. And then no parliament any majority and any minority. Under our leadership, we've been able to produce the Speaker of Parliament for the first time in the history of this 1992 constitutional dispensation.
Yeah.
Yenya Speaker of Free Opposition Party or your Speaker. About what you know, yet improve your votes by over 2 million votes in less than 4 years. Yet building a unified party. You got to about flower bearer aspirants within 1 week. You don't now buy no President Mama Beya Juma. Emma, your promise is that all of them will get a place. Emma, your campaign manager was somebody who contested against President Mama. He became the campaign manager, Professor Joshua. We have built unity in the party. Your party now is attractive, attracting professionals. We are attracting all manner of people. And then it's all by your office now. You see a membership drive. Now we nipa eba. Now me come baby say nra. Bank manager be akojina friend saying branch election and when we need a chairman and then be chair me nra. Ewo tema west adekoju. Na say hey, say dey ade no baby edu no. Obiare no ho hwemu bi. Our party have space for ordinary people, the carriers, the drivers, the teachers, the lawyers, the farmers, the fishermen, the professors. Everybody is coming on board. Yama party now attractive.
It's chairman.
It's as someone person make catch one and say, "Send a yes, you can." And we are not expecting any new Messiah. Messiah nankasa ewo. And I want to assure all NDC supporters, say, I am a unifier, and I want to build a unified party. It is only through unity and it will win election. Okay. I was the national organizer of the party for 9 years, and I can attest to the fact that 2008 election, we didn't have money, we didn't have logistics, we didn't have resources. We have an honest and trusted leader, Professor Mills, and we had a united party behind him. We went into the election, no opposition, we need.
Okay.
Now we have credible leadership for the party, and we have somebody who can lead us into the promised land. Ni also say kind of boom. Now you build the party near my structure and support to whoever becomes our flag bearer.
And no contribution, no chop.
I know they say in the
no contribution, no chop. Yes, a ginger grassroots, no.
Hey, no matter. Obi nfufu no bi akeka.
Okay.
Yem full soldiers yi nenam. Serial callers are radio station communicators and nanti year juma. One more registration rules. One more year juma. Into one the one you nipa. nti omo aye adwuma boa ye no se nyame boa na se power ba se bibi wo ho a wo se ye mom kono mo so ye adwuma bi wo party no mu a we consider them first because obi nguhu
Chema meda sibi oti se menchia woman no enti thank you very much for your time Chema no poso ampofo meda say thank you very much BOT Bernardo Dotechi good morning and thank you for watching enti me the national chairman of the NDC Anna Edin Kobono we see my member kwesi ogazi for the to the source na yenko na ye breniko
abusia yenko dwom na ye ni twa kakra na anopa Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Service in control se fa wo yade na ha wo no ebra se stroke yade ananjojo yade esichire yade na ha wo nko a anopa emfoni nchire ba bia foni achire Grace Gift Herbal wonum adwosu na wonum emwa na wonum ensa yade pa se hepatitis typhoid fever na ha wo ulcer so na ednya no pay Grace Gift Herbal wonum bioma pono de ato wonum a wonum ede hwe wonum asa yade o prostate cancer no anei ha wo no uni problem kra Grace Gift Herbal say no so fa beda wo na ono so so mo hwe be ma okwaku don so apese e peya mu na ye kese ma wo oba fibroid so ha wo jade bia ha wo ni padua mu amamo so no eno nche se Dr. Grace Ebuadu ontimi entu ase etiko honum na omo apa me ba cho hwe Grace Gift Herbal chi akwan a wo ankran new atmota wono mo ben eye petroleum eye banglo honum no a wono any Family Life International School no edi enhwe wo kumase ana asantemantemu a foni chiremu ewo hwim school Johnson wode woni akire barakese kwan so wono a wonom ewo ho wonom bani efre won 0244 126123 0244 123 126 123 na 0246 518003 offer number mu mienu bia Grace Gift Herbal wonom so my crowd wa wonom eboa wo afei Kessben University College Kessben University College na eney omo se mfanto animu se wonom aje adusuafo animanimu ye na omo so omo pesa wonya akonya na obesua ade animanimu ye nyame ya no ma ekena fie ene ne memenda so achechefo ene empanyufo wonom awo Kessben University College animu ehia awo nkran ye na omo so omo ba no wo baba benya eye fee eye application form honwa unya application form no na wonya akwanya stant admissioners wonya honmo a eboa pa na tie nyame yad me fiada ene memenda so ana mo animu ehia eye aseda twin towers abrosantintin ya Kessben FM ye wo mu ye oba hanomu a obehu ompe e wo hanoma afra no pa no ndu ekosi eye anwumre nunum no na wono animu awie nti ya no so amayen na qualification mo de genie mature students are more than 5 years ago afei transfer students top up for HN diploma ni nyina no so oje wasi holders A1 to C6 degree programs ni nyina no omo gemon afei wasi holders A1 to E8 and also so diploma program na ehye wo no na tie ensema make bia na open chiremu yi a wo Kessben University in pay for CA 0277 0275 637383 0275 637383 offer number ya obejo so anase 051 163 7383 053 7383 offer number ya Kessben University College one bejo so afei 360 clinic yes oromaba na abusunya tie mi na no utie me na yade bi how yade ntiwa ya mobo yade ntiwa kadem 360 clinic na make am for the ama wo konum na kwadwo ya hwe okwa we no ye to yade ne te de ama yade bi ha dwemu yade bi do sa 190 kuro mu hanum ba bia wafa wo yade no entimi nkoda 360 clinic separate na onum emo apa stroke yade ulcer yade ne hawo diabetes low sperm count hypertension menstrual pains o kidney na wonsa no brebo ho atechem 360 clinic and American for honum ede amawo honum sisie sisu na hawo so honam na hawo menstrual anopai for ni achirem ewo 3 clinic na yebabo pa yawo enkra haye yawo tashi so tashi na 360 clinic wonum ebutu wonum ben gono school honum a ya number dia wo dia frɛ ye adwuma free grada kosi fiada anopa no nson kosi adwuma do bia memenda 7 am
kosi awia no mienu fra yensisi na yamo wate na ya de ne semfama 0244367926 0244367926 ana 0552 528181 frame na yamo Royal Foam Ghana sebra mattress bi na daso na odaso ahobeto pa Kwame Appiah Kubi say yoya kese kama nyina no Royal Foam mattress ana wagibia da odaso ade bia onya hoɔden a wo som strow wo pre mattress abeda so aso da ye papa eye Royal Foam wo mattress no na o say no mattress bia beto bia kan na se na to no 1000 Ghana cedi a say o matso ho enti o mama 10% discount enti foam bia beto na mattress bia beto no ama 10% discount enti woni Royal Foam Ghana anopai ento kese also fa kwanya ho na ene won promo mo de aba wo so mreni no wo so fa ho agima friend we nsisi 020 020 727 1000 020 227 1000 mami si ono number so be mahia me pa 020 227 1000 Royal Rest Assured send ko we ada Roma na wonom adisika esoyas nti Kwame over to you.
Medase agasi yeko mami fast dan be ma Eclipse management pacho wo mo na bua ma wonya wajapade enkrata ehun faso dodo bebre nti anopai free Eclipse management na woni omo eni enkomo wo bete woni omo edinsa wo so a Eclipse wo eya dental barrier wo mo Ebembed Moses Hospital no 0543832466 0543832466 ofre Eclipse wo mo ene wo ebedi ensa wo so na wo mo timi abo anopai ma na sports team no ase for the time I want more at the Acheye. Me sorry so no Sejo and any team no at the midfield action no at the twas. We did the Kwame Appiah Kubi. Or Chinanso make a date with us for another exclusive interview. Good morning and thank you for your time. I'm out of here.